Inter Milan once again have a selection conundrum. First surprise is Alvaro Recoba is left on the bench, so Hakan Şükür and Christian Vieri form a big, physically intimidating attacking pair with the task of solving Inter's goal-scoring woes. Only 4 Italians in this starting 11, only 1 in defence. That's the Olympic player Bruno Cirillo. Well, Leonardo hasn't had a season to remember, but he's in the side today to play in his normal attacking midfield role. Gulli Minpietro and Albertini are injured, so Thomas Helveg, Gennaro Gattuso, Massimo Ambrosini and Francesco Cocco form a 4-man midfield across the park with Leonardo. Surprisingly, Alessandro Costacurta and Zvonimir Boban are on the bench. Well, the players about to come into the San Siro, not filled to capacity today. Perhaps some of the respective fans disappointed with the positions on the league ladder. Currently Inter are 11th and Milan are 7th, but I'm sure you get a feel of the unique atmosphere in the San Siro here today. Technically Milan are the home side, but they haven't won at the San Siro as the home team against Inter since March in 1994. Paolo Maldini, the captain of Milan. A handshake for the coach from one of the young fans. Well, 10 goals so far for Andrei Shevchenko, without a doubt the main marksman for Milan, with half of their season's goals so far coming from the boot and head of the Ukrainian international. Many feel he is the best in the world at the moment. And Marco Tardelli has had to come up with a way to stop him. Well, the referee today is Pasquale Rodamanti. Christian Vieri in attack with Hakan Şükür for Inter Milan, but the big striker still very much trying to get his match fitness back as quickly as he possibly can after a long layoff. Well, they're just dying to get going in the Milan derby. It's the biggest game in the Milan football calendar, an ancient rivalry stretching back 132 matches in the league. Coming into this game, Inter Milan can bridge the 3-point gap between the two teams with a victory here today. Milan, well, they're looking ahead themselves to the 10-point margin already established by league leaders Roma. They can't afford to see that increase any further. But even when there's nothing to play for, there's plenty to play for in a Milan derby. Just over the top of the head there, scooped over his head by Bruno Cirillo. Leonardo, no doubt delighted to be back in the first 11 after threatening to leave the club if he wasn't selected more often. He and Zvonimir Boban playing that similar role behind Bierhoff and Shevchenko. Not exactly a highly technical free kick there by Laurent Blanc, and the whistles from the Milan supporters accordingly. And right into the corner, difficult one to catch, but Gattuso's got plenty of pace. Oh, this little terrier in midfielder, Gennaro Gattuso. Vieri extracting the foul from his international teammate Paolo Maldini. A difficult build-up for Christian Vieri and his Inter Milan teammates. That header is won by Rocco Junior. There was an incredible amount of rain at their training complex at Plano Gentile, and they had to move to another location. So the routine disrupted in the build-up to the big game for Inter. Shuka with number 54 on his back. The second stint in Italy after a not too auspicious spell at Torino a few years ago. Bierhoff winning it in the air. Laurent Blanc clearing for Inter. Seedorf. Gattuso winning it back for Milan. Shevchenko wanting to take over, but Bierhoff hangs on to the ball. Maldini to Coco. That's a good deep cross. Oh, Leonardo brought it down beautifully off the bar. Oh, how did that not go in? Coco with another cross on the left, and this time it's snuffed out by the Inter defence. Well, it wasn't a cross that was looking like it was really going to trouble the Inter defence. Too big for Bierhoff, but look at that from Leonardo. Brought it down brilliantly on the chest, charging into the area was Shevchenko, and it was just off the crossbar. So first blood psychologically to Milan. Another good cross coming in. This time it's a corner. So perhaps Alberto Zaccaroni has spotted a weakness in Inter. It's two good moments for Milan down the left-hand side. Is this a third from the corner spot? Gattuso laying it off. Good hit! Well, Thomas Helbig doesn't get too many goals, the Dane. He struck that one very nicely indeed. Just over the apex of the goal. Well, there is a little mini break in Italy over Christmas and New Year. The last round was back on December 23rd. This is round 13 match here today. Jugovic finding Seedorf in a lot of space. A little ball over the top was a good one. Tremendous goal that by Hakan Shuka. Well, such was the pace of his run that he beat the offside trap. But did he take it well on the volley? Seedorf, well, that was a measured pass. Vieri not too far away himself, but Hakan Shuka, a wonder strike in the Milan derby. And if you ever want a way to endear yourself to the Inter fans, it's to score a goal against the old enemy, and Hakan Shuka's done that. He is set now for Inter Milan, and Sebastian Frey, the Inter goalkeeper, celebrates as well. This is the 133rd Milan derby. Inter have won 48, Milan have won 37. And Inter on their way to win number 49 after the goal by Hakan Shuka. Plenty of time to go though. Maldini. Ambrosini. Inter with plenty of players behind the ball. Helbig joining in down the right-hand side. Bierhoff at the back post. Oh, not a bad try there from Ambrosini, who's just this season found his feet in front of goal. He started to hit the back of the net on a semi-regular basis. Well, there's a line going up for offside there. That was an earlier moment with Shevchenko. Thomas Helbig involved once again down the right-hand side. He's had a good start to the game, the Danish international. And Gattuso trying his luck. Well, Gennaro Gattuso really made a name for himself as a long-range shooter, if you like, with the goal for Italy against England in the friendly international not too long ago. Since then, he's backed himself a bit more often with the ball at his feet, about anywhere from 25 to 30 metres out. Here he is again, working his way closer to goal. Gattuso. Deep cross will be an easy one for the keeper. Oh, well brought down by Seedorf. Oh, Vieri slipped his man, Christian Vieri. Vieri! Well, Christian Vieri went it alone there. He had Hakan Şükür to his left, but on his favourite left foot, he quite rightly decided to go for goal. Not quite the sting in the shot that he hoped for. Well, what is going through the mind of Alberto Zaccheroni? He, more than anyone, knows the importance of this match to Milan supporters. Well, Laurent Blanc got to the ball first, but that's a bad mistake. Helveg, the flag's up. Well, Leonardo was well offside there, but he just stepped forward just as Helveg won the ball. Well, Marco Tardelli's making it pretty clear how he felt about that, and that was just a mistake really by Laurent Blanc. Just an individual error. For the first time in a game, we see Inter give the ball away just a little bit cheaply with some poor ball control. It's still, though, Inter Milan 1, Milan 0. Marco Jr. leaves it to Maldini. Not a great ball from Paolo Maldini, but winning the ball back. Helveg again. That's a fine pass to Andrei Shevchenko. A little back heel from him. Leonardo couldn't take it with him, and now Inter come away with the ball. That's a good pass out of the defence from Zanetti. Seedorf now. Well, Vieri just took off and went to the back post as it was played down the line. Well, if you're coach of Inter Milan, as we take another look at this earlier offside, Helveg playing the through ball. Oh, was he offside? In that split second, you can see that Leonardo was onside. I was about to say that if you're coach of Inter Milan, you don't get a great deal of time to get things sorted out if things aren't working. Many feel that the clock is already ticking for Marco Tardelli. Fairly average beginning to life at Inter. Former coach of Cesena and Como. Never did particularly well at club level before great success with the Italian under-21 side. Well, that's a bad mistake. Another one. Bierhoff losing out. Here's Leonardo. Bierhoff. Well, it was an awkward shot in the end from Oliver Bierhoff. This seemed to be the perfect combination in attack, Bierhoff and Shevchenko, with so many different assets. I feel a shot like that was more out of Shevchenko's repertoire than Bierhoff's. Gattuso waiting inside. Chamot down the line, Helveg. Alberto Zaccheroni's side doing most of the attacking since Inter got the goal. Now Seedorf Into with something on the counter-attack, perhaps. A little ball over the top. Here's Vieri. Oh, that's a great try! Oh, it's got past the post. Well, Hakan Suka almost had his second. Similar sort of move in a way, because that little lob ball over the defence caught out Milan. There's another one. Vieri onside this time, despite the appeals from Maldini. And he got to the ball first, just clipped it over Abbiati. And it's one of those painfully slow moments in which the ball just slips past the post. Well intercepted by Blanc, who's now waiting for some movement. He can carry on going forward. Now Seedorf's got a little bit of room. Number 23 for Inter is Christian Brocchi. That's a great ball out to Francesco Coco. Already seeing quality from him from the left, and that was another good ball into Leonardo this time. Not an easy cross to convert into a header at the near post like that when you've got Christian Zanetti all over you. Just stretching out that long leg. Not long enough, as Maldini feeds Coco again. Oh, good ball in. Oh, over the bar again by Shevchenko. But it's Bierhoff who's furious with himself, because that's the sort of cross that he will convert 9 times out of 10. Just missed it, Bierhoff at the front post, and Shevchenko off the knee. Who says that the passion in the Milan derby is limited to those players only from this particular city? Well, Tardelli's men are getting the runaround really in midfield. Still, there's mistakes occurring at the back as well. Ambrosini tangling there. This is an earlier incident with Bierhoff, but this is another one with Vieri. Top save by Abbiati. Well, did he have the shirt off already, prepared to celebrate? Well, he puts those ones away 9 times out of 10, Christian Vieri. But Abbiati's a top-class goalkeeper. Inter had Hakan Suka down in some pain. If we take another look at how the ball ran through for Christian Vieri, Hakan Suka tangling with Rocco Jr. Vieri was just the goalkeeper to beat. Beat the last defender onto the left foot, and that is a great stop. Well, the reflexes of Abbiati keeping Milan in the match. Well, Inter's problems this season have been well documented, but the main one is in front of goal. They've got the worst attack in Serie A, just 13 goals. As Seedorf takes the corner, just touched away by Abbiati. Suka's okay. Blanc stretching out. Good intercept from him. And to win the ball back. Well, this is a great run. There's Vieri waiting in the centre. Just a little bit too hard for Christian Vieri. He'll keep it in though. Well, Maldini with him all the way. No time at all to relax for Christian Vieri. Well, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Leonardo. Shevchenko. He's immensely strong despite his slight frame. Ball given away again by Inter. Bierhoff laying it off. Helveg to the back post. Bierhoff's there. Leonardo was there as well, but the goalkeeper will invariably out-jump a striker. This is Jugovic. Milan give the ball away just a little bit cheaply. Less than a minute to go until the break. An equaliser now would be what Milan would be after, and that's a great clearing header by Zanetti. Gattuso. Seedorf pushing forward from midfield on Chamot, but look at the composure on the ball. That was brilliant from Jose Chamot, and that was a great intercept as well. Great feel about this game as the half-time whistle about to go. Well, it was a funny half really, because once Inter had the early goal from Hakan Şuka, Milan really took control of the match. But having said that, Christian Vieri had two golden opportunities to add to the scoreline for Inter. So on chances created, perhaps Inter deserved their lead at the break. It's Milan 0, Inter Milan 1. Welcome back to the San Siro, and as you can see, the spiritual leader, as I like to call him, Zvonimir Boban, has come on for Milan in place of Leonardo. Well, if ever there is a man to make a difference creatively in front of goal, he is the man. Disappointed not to be on from the start, but in very good form of late. As the shot comes in and plucked out of the air, very casually there by Sebastian Frey. Boban has criticised his own coach Alberto Zaccheroni of late for not being picked. He retired from international football and also turned down a move to Middlesbrough in England to really dedicate himself to Milan. And he has been hampered by some niggly little injuries that have annoyed him, but that's a nice ball from him. Aimed for Shevchenko, well cut out by Laurent Blanc. So Leonardo, the man who has played in the last two World Cup finals, has gone off. It's a yellow card for Di Biagio. And Cirillo trying to get in on the thick of things as well. So free kick for Milan. Quite a long way out though. Might be a little bit harder for the goalkeeper to see than normal with the smoke that's circling around the ground at the moment. As you can see, just under 30 metres out. And that's curled, and that's another easy save for Sebastian Frey. Boban hitting the target, as is his job. half continuing very much in the same vein as the first, with Milan dominating the possession and the play. Back of the head there of Alvaro Recoba, who's just been announced that he's the most well-paid player in Italian football, and he's also on the bench. So try and work that one out. And this is Costa Curta. Oh, a free header. And Bierhoff will be annoyed with himself again there, because he's made a reputation out of hammering crosses like that into the back of the net with his head. Laurent Blanc looking at his fellow defender to say, where were you? That's the question being asked of him as well. Zanetti couldn't get to the ball because Helvig was there. Now Boban in some space, but quickly across to cover was Cirillo. They're very strict in Serie A on the foot-up rule. Foot wasn't up particularly high there, but still a free kick to Milan. One in the air, but no power on goal once again for Bierhoff. And Milan certainly have been a little inconsistent in the league, but it's been offset by a very solid, so far so good European campaign. Cirillo looking a little bit dazed after the challenge there by Oliver Bierhoff. Well, when it comes to the art of heading the ball, there's no better exponent than the big German striker. Costa Curta. Well, the return of Christian Vieri turns his lineup is seen as the turning of the corner for the team and their fortunes. It's a pretty heavy responsibility even for his large frame, but he's slowly finding his touch after the long layoff, and this is some poor defending again, and a shot not hitting the target, that time from Zvonimir Boban. Jugovic couldn't bring the ball down. We've got a situation here where the ball wasn't cleared, and it was Boban wide on the left-hand side. Not a great angle to shoot from. Take another look at the offside decisions that we're getting plenty of replays for. And here is Boban! Oh, that's brilliant! What a goal from Zvonimir Boban! Well, the magic touch of the Croatian international. And great timing as well. The way he finished it off was simply sublime. The ball was played in. Bierhoff turned. Little ball through the gap for Boban. One touch. But take a look at that. Just guiding it into the corner. You don't need great power when you've got great guile and disguise, which is a real feature of Boban's game. And that is a simply brilliant goal from Boban. Now Bierhoff is applauded for his part in the move by the goal scorer. And here is the German again. 1-1 now in the Milan derby. Here is Gattuso. Shevchenko being... Well, was he being held? He thinks he was. The foul's gone against him somehow. So a different mood on the face of Marco Tardelli. Well, here's a man who can make a difference. Coming on for Hakan Şuka, it's Alvaro Recoba. 3 goals to Recoba so far this season. Oh, Hakan Şuka's devastated to be coming off. Oh, it's an awkward ball off the back of Rocco Jr. Good save, Abbiati. From Vieri once again. It's a real little personal duel going on between those two players. And so far, it's Abbiati well on top. Well, he knows that his side have had the chances. They just haven't taken them. Gattuso. Vieri it was again on the left foot, again with the side foot, trying to curl it into that left-hand corner. I get the feeling that a Christian Vieri, who has been playing for 3 or 4 months, would put those away and would be sitting on a hat-trick by now. It's a good cross. Shevchenko not really set for the jump. He and Bierhoff getting in each other's way somewhat there. Beaten by Gattuso. Jugovic now with another opportunity. And that's clever play from Vladimir Jugovic. He is a real artist on the ball. Sadov clattered into from behind. Costa Curta, very much the leader at the back, along with Paolo Maldini. 34 years of age now. Difficult for a defender who's been around as long as him, with the various changes in the law over the years regarding the tackle from behind. Taken quickly. Oh! I don't believe it. Di Biagio with a screamer. Well, he took it quickly. They weren't ready, but who would be ready for that? Well, no wonder Milan are protesting. They're saying the wall was not set. And the referee is allowing the goal. Or sometimes a referee will say, wait till I blow the whistle before you take the shot. Who knows whether he said it or not. Abbiati wasn't ready. Look at that. He was bending down, looking at something on the ground. A player was talking to the referee while the shot was being taken. No wonder Milan are protesting. Now, Di Biagio, Ambrosini is saying that the free kick wasn't taken from the right place. And while the referee's talking to Ambrosini, Recoba's over the ball, he just gets out the way, and then Di Biagio thundered it into the net. Well, they'll be talking about that for days in this town. Should it have been allowed or not? Ambrosini, who could have been talking his way into an early shower, has been substituted. Federico Giunti has come on in his place. And Inter are also making a change. And it's Francisco Farinas coming on for Clarence Seedorf. So about 15 minutes to go here in the Milan derby. Never lacking in controversy. And this one, exactly the same. Boban somehow bringing it down on the shin. Zanetti with time. Zanetti continues his run forward. Recoba loses out. Too many players around him. It's an awkward-looking ball, and too awkward for Andrei Shevchenko. I think he might have had a late look at that one. Even so, it bounced so high, it was just difficult for him to get his foot over the ball. Hakan Şükür's already got his name on the score sheet. Good cross. Oh, it's gone in! I don't think anyone touched it. And Federico Giunti is getting the plaudits from the teammates. Well, we saw in the first half crosses from the left by Francesco Coco, not really dealt with by the inter-defence. And then the second half, it's another by Giunti, the substitute. Well, he just curled it in over the heads of the front defenders. Beerhoff with the touch, was it? He is the goal scorer here. Yes, Oliver Beerhoff got a touch, as he's been threatening to do throughout this game. And you just can't stop those. So, it's 2-2 in the Milan derby, and there's time for more. Well, we hope so anyway. It's been a marvellous game. Jugovic protects the ball brilliantly. Now Milan on the counter. Beerhoff, what a good game he's had. Look at the space on the left-hand side here for Boban. Shevchenko's waiting in the centre. Zvonimir Boban measuring the cross. Here's Shevchenko on the turn. Well, even by his standards, that would have been a great, great goal. One touch and a great swivel, but very hard to keep those ones down. Getting to the ball first, but he hasn't had too many opportunities, the Uruguayan. Jugovic. Giunti, what an impact he's had off the bench. Coco down the line. Shevchenko's got great pace and great intelligence as well. It's a corner. Milan pressing for the winner here. Taken short. Is it another cross from the left? Well, Blanc got ahead to the ball. Cirillo kept it in. We're in the last couple of minutes of the Milan derby. 2-2 the score. Helveg. Recoba. Surely held. Well, we'll Di Biagio step up. It's Recoba over the ball with no time to take the free kick. Well, it's a Milan derby with almost everything. An early goal by Hakan Şükür in the 11th minute really got a fine match underway. It was 1-0 to Inter at the break, but a stunning second half, highlighted with the most controversial moment of the game when Di Biagio scored a great free kick for Inter, while the Milan wall and the goalkeeper were still setting up. Marco Tardelli perhaps grateful for a 2-2 draw, considering that Milan had most of the possession here. Fine match, it's finished. Milan 2, Inter 2.